The Great Zimbabwe Civilization, Africa's Stone Mystery. Listen, I need you to forget everything they told you about Africa before colonialism. Everything about primitive tribes and simple societies. I need you to wipe that nonsense from your mind.
I'm about to show you something that will blow your mind.
Massive stone walls, not just walls, entire cities, complex kingdoms, an empire that controlled gold trade from the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic, and they built it all without European help, without Arab architects, without anyone but African hands, African minds, African genius. This is Great Zimbabwe, and they lied to us about it for centuries. Let's set the scene. Southern Africa, 1100 AD. While Europe was still stumbling through the Dark Ages, something magnificent was rising here. The Shona people, our people, they looked at this landscape, these granite hills, these gold-rich rivers, these trading routes that connected continents, and they saw possibility. They didn't just build huts, they built monuments. They built an economic powerhouse that would dominate global trade for 300 years. And here's what nobody tells you. This wasn't some isolated African kingdom. This was the Walmart of the medieval world, the Amazon of gold and ivory, the center of everything. It started small, a settlement on a hill, but then the walls began to rise. And we're not talking about stacking rocks. We're talking about engineering that still baffles architects today. Dry stone masonry. No mortar, no cement, just perfectly cut granite blocks fitting together so tightly you can't slip a knife between them. These walls curved, they towered, they formed passageways that whispered secrets, enclosures that held royalty. And that conical tower, that magnificent, mysterious tower that stands to this day, what was it for? Storage? Ceremony? Astronomy? We're still figuring it out. But here's what we do know. By 1300, this place was booming. We're talking 18,000 people living here, in a stone city, in the heart of Africa. And the wealth? Let's talk about the wealth. Gold from the rivers and mines they controlled, ivory from elephants they hunted, copper from their own smelters, and they traded it all. Arabic coins found here, Chinese porcelain, Persian glass, Indian beads. This wasn't some isolated village. This was a global commercial hub. They had their own currency too, copper ingots shaped into crosses, cloth that served as money, a sophisticated economic system that stretched across the Indian Ocean. The rulers lived up there, in the hill complex, looking down on everything, protected by spiritual power and military might. The common people lived in the valley below, artisans, traders, farmers, metalworkers. And the women, let's talk about the women. The soapstone birds they carved, those 8 famous birds found throughout the ruins, most archaeologists now believe they represent female ancestors. Women held spiritual power here. They were the connectors to the divine. But nothing lasts forever. Around 1450, something happened. Climate change, maybe? Overpopulation? Political shifts? The kingdom moved north, became the Mutapa Empire. But the stone city, they left it standing, as a monument, as a memory, as a warning. Now here comes the painful part. When European colonists arrived in the late 1800s, they saw these ruins and their minds broke. They couldn't process that black Africans built this, so they invented fantasies. They said it was King Solomon's mines. They said it was the Queen of Sheba's palace. They said it was Phoenicians, Arabs, anyone but us. Cecil John Rhodes, yes, Rhodes, his men looted the place, systematically destroyed evidence, stole artifacts, tried to erase the truth. But the stones don't lie. The stones remember. Archaeological evidence proves it was built between 1100 and 1450 AD. Carbon dating doesn't care about theories. The artifacts are uniquely African. The architecture has no parallel outside this region. They tried to steal our history because they knew if we remembered we built empires, we'd never accept being colonies. So why does this matter today? Look at the name of the country that now holds these ruins, Zimbabwe. It means House of Stone in Shona. They named the entire nation after this place. That's how important it is. Those soapstone birds, they're on the Zimbabwean flag, on their money, in their national identity. This isn't ancient history. This is living memory. This is the foundation of Southern African pride. This is proof. Proof that we come from builders, from architects, from economic geniuses, from people who knew their worth and built monuments to proclaim it to the world. So the next time someone tries to tell you Africa had no civilizations before Europeans arrived, you show them Great Zimbabwe. Show them the walls that still stand after 800 years. Show them the trade routes that connected continents. Show them the gold that built empires. They tried to bury our history, but stone remembers. Stone endures. And now, so do we.